Hello, Henderson County High School. The time is now for a new episode of Cryptid Cast News.
Today we have a lot of things to share with you, such as spring break plans, a new hit show on Disney+, sports update, an in-depth interview with Miss Sights, and an all-new Cryptid Cast.
The time is now to delve into 12. Let's get to it.
Hey County, you ready to hear what's new? Falcon and Winter Soldier. It's new on Disney+. And we had Brenna Hagen go out and interview people to see what they thought about it. Here it is.
Alrighty, so how do you feel about the Disney miniseries?
I like it a lot. I've enjoyed watching it, and I like how it relates back to other Marvel, points, And it's just, it's entertaining, and it's really good.
Alrighty, thank you so much.
And now we wanted to present a special interview with Miss Sights. That's right, Drew. Miss Sights is saying goodbye to her wonderful time at HDHS and retiring. Before she transitions to this well-deserved new chapter of her life, we took some time to ask her and reflect on her time as a teacher and a principal here. Before that, though, we also wanted to reshare a couple of highlights from another interview we did with Miss Sights a couple of years ago. Yes, when we did those decades-themed episodes and asked Miss Sights and others about what it was like to be a student here in her days. Right. So here's that, and then the new featured interview.
So I could talk forever about this. I went to high school here 1980 through 1982. 1980, I was a sophomore because at that time, this was only for sophomores through seniors. So no freshmen were here at that point. I brought a few pictures. I found a scrapbook of mine, and I brought a few pictures. But this was when I was in a class here in high school, and we had a guest come in, and he was teaching us about animation. And so I don't know how well you can see all that, but the cameras were very different at the time. The TV sets were very different at the time. So technology, of course, is a huge difference.
What was your favorite part about high school?
That's a really tough one. I'm kind of a nerd, and I really liked everything about high school, honestly. I had great teachers. I wanted to do well in school. I had really good friends, and it really was kind of a different time back then, because I do think that social media has put some extra pressure on kids these days. I was lucky. I had really good friends, and we just had a good time. I was involved with lots of things because I think that's a way that you can learn more just about life and about relationships in general. And so I liked it all. And I love the fact that I'm back here working because, I've always been a colonel. I'll always be a colonel. And I try to encourage you students who are here to embrace the high school experience, because I know sometimes you think, oh my gosh, is it ever going to be over? But when it is over, you're going to look back and think, oh, you know what, that was kind of fun. That was pretty cool. And you might even, like I do, look back on it with a lot of fond memories, and I hope that you all do. But anyway, that's it, I think.
Hey County, it's Kirsten. I'm here with Miss Sights, your Blue Unit principal, and I'm asking her about retirement. So Miss Sights, what made you want to teach?
A number of things. I was a nerd, still am, but I'm proud of it. So I always loved school. I played school when I was growing up. I went to Bengate. Back then we were the Bengate Rebels, and I always tried to help the teachers, and I would help them grade papers. If they had extra papers, I would take them home and play with them. I was just, kind of geeky like that.
That's not a bad thing.
No, and I've always loved learning. I always loved to read, probably because of my parents, obviously, but also my fourth grade teacher read us The Boxcar Children, and they were such good stories, and it just kind of hooked me. And then when I was out here as a colonel, my 10th grade English teacher, Brenda Owen, had laryngitis one day, and so she asked me to read the short story, The Scarlet Ibis, which is fabulous short story, and I cry every time I used to teach it. I would cry. So good. If you haven't read it, you need to read it. so she had me read that, and that just hooked me even more. And I just knew from that point, I just always knew I wanted to teach. I don't really know. I don't know. I just liked it. And I loved English. And so that was my thing. And that's what I did.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What made you want to teach at like Henderson County specifically?
I grew up in Henderson. I've lived here since I was 5. And like I said, I went through all the schools here. I went to Bendgate as my elementary. And then it was at a weird time where what is now South was kind of a junior high. No. Let me backtrack. What is now North was kind of a junior high. South was the 9th grade center. So all the freshmen went to what is now South, and 7th and 8th grade went to what is now North. So I went there my 7th and 8th grade year, and then they did away with the 9th grade center. So then I ended up at South as a 9th grader, and then came here because it was 10th, 11th, and 12th at that time. And so because I had gone through this system and loved Henderson, I did go away for college, but then it was my boyfriend at the time, became my husband. Now he's my ex. He was still in college, so I wanted to teach close to where he was while he was finishing. And so I got a job at Woodford County, which is Versailles, between Lexington and Frankfort, and I taught 2 years there. And then we decided to move back here, which I knew I always wanted to come back to Henderson.
Right.
So when I came back to Henderson, I actually got a job at North because it was a junior high. Mm-hmm. So it was 7th, 8th, 9th. I taught 8th and 9th grade English there. And then I had my children. And when I had my children, I decided to stay home. And then when I decided to come back to teaching, I came back here and there was an opening, and the rest is history. So I just knew I wanted to be in Henderson. And my degree was more upper, it was not elementary. So anyway, I was certified 8 through 12. So I knew I wanted to, I like dealing with older kids. I love little kids, but I wanted to teach older kids.
Yeah.
So
anyway. Yeah. Well, what made you decide to become a principal? Like, what made you want to become a principal?
Everything I did, every time I went back to school, I tried to open a different avenue for myself. So, bachelor's was just so that I could be able to teach. Master's was in English because I also wanted to be able to teach like at a community college or USI or something if that opportunity arose. And then for my rank 1, it was in administration in case I wanted to be a principal someday. It's a good thing I did because when I went through my divorce, it was good to have this as an option. And really the main reason I did it, and this sounds awful, but the main reason I left the classroom was because I did need the salary increase because I was a single mom and I needed it to survive. It was a really difficult decision because I still loved being in the classroom, and I still miss being in the classroom because of those relationships you have with the kids. And but the principal gig has been very interesting. I have learned so much, and it's allowed me to see a different side of school and education and students. And everything I've done in education, I've tried to learn as much as I could. When I was in the classroom, I taught regular English. I taught Read 180. I taught AP. I taught at the community college. And because I feel like the more you can know about the whole system and how everything works and learn about different levels of learning, I think it just makes you more well-rounded. So doing the principal thing, it's there's never a dull moment. Never a dull moment.
I'm definitely
Lots of stories.
So, what are your favorite memories that you have here at County?
Golly.
If you could pick a couple.
Oh, I don't know. Wow.
Any that just stand out?
Oh, so many. So many.
Thank you again, Ms. Sights, for working us into your busy schedule and reflecting on your time here.
Up next, it's Sports Update.
Peace out, County.
Peace out.
Welcome back, Henderson County High School, to another segment of Sports Update. My name's Luke Payne.
And I'm Brecken Sauer. And today we have a brand new episode with a lot of basketball and track and field. First, we have an interview with Ashby Greenwell.
Yeah, go.
So Ashby, how is track and field going this year?
It's actually going really well. Our boys team and our girls team, I think, have exceeded everyone's expectations, even our own. We have performed really well, especially in the Colonel Classic, which is one of the bigger meets that we host here. Our boys got third and our girls got first place. So, and there were a lot of new personal bests set. So I really think we're doing really well so far this season. I think we'll continue to build on that.
That's exciting to hear. And how about being named indoor shot put champion for the state of Kentucky?
I mean, that's pretty exciting, especially considering, you know, I went in, got, you know, a good first throw, and I was really able to put myself ahead of the rest of the competition. You know, I won by 4 feet, so, you know, that's kind of, I mean, it's kind of a lot. So I think for me to be able to do something like that is pretty awesome.
And on behalf of Henderson County, we'd like to congratulate you again. And are there any home meets coming up that our fellow Colonels can attend?
We do. There will most likely be a link posted, but on April 15th at home down at the stadium, we do have a quad meet that day, so it'll be us and 3 other teams. So it's on a Thursday. If you're able to come out, then come out, support us.
Thank you, Ashby.
Thank you, Ashby.
And now on to girls basketball. Our Lady Colonels have made it to the state championship. Last year, it was a little unexpected due to COVID stopping the tournament, but hopefully the girls can make it all the way this year. Splitting off from girls basketball, we're here to talk about the NCAA basketball tournament.
Now, the day of recording this, there are still some more Elite 8 games being played. Now, I think for my final choice, it has to be Michigan. I mean, they're just better overall.
Now, I know earlier in one of our earlier episodes, I said Alabama was going to make it to the championship game and possibly win, but now that they're eliminated, I'm going to have to go with my second option, Baylor. And that's the sports update for this week. Lastly, we have an all-new Cryptid Cast segment.
Can I not speak clearer?
Welcome back to another episode of Cryptid Cast.
We've received reports of one particular theater teacher acting strangely lately.
Even rumors of a particular immortal in our midst. None other than Andrew Jandrew Casey. Is he really immortal?
And could he possibly even be the William Shakespeare?
Let's find out. Roll the footage. All right, so I'm here and we're going to take note of some of the few things that AJ Casey's been doing weirdly lately. Here we go.
I can always see him writing poetry down on scrap pieces of paper.
He always yells at people and mutters under his breath.
He carries a skull around with him.
I heard that his celebrity crush was Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, when he gets mad, he breaks out into fits of rage of old English language.
That's all pretty weird, folks. Is he Shakespeare? Is he?
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in thy mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune or to take arms against them. To die, to sleep, perchance to dream. And in that dream, speak the speech, I pray you, as I pronounced it to you, trippingly on the tongue. But if you mouth it, as many of your players do, I had as lief the town crier spoke my lines. Nor do not saw the air too much with your hand thus, but use all gently, for in the very torrent, tempest, and as I may say, whirlwind of passion, you must acquire and beget a temperance that gives it smoothness. Oh, it offends me to the soul to hear a periwig padded fellow tear a passion to tatters, to rags. Yes, Mr. Ransom, I request that we have Crispitos every day for here till the rest of the year. Yes, I'm doing fine. Why does thou ask? And we should definitely keep 4 days a week from here and to eternity. I know a lot about eternity. Thank you. Ah, Lady Macbeth without the sincerity. Come sit. Why hast thou not learnest your lines for the spring play? I thought thou wast an actor. Miss Ivy, I am not finished with thou yet. Retreat back here this minute. Kids, this generation.
All right, I need thou to work.
No.
Listen here, you saucy names. I need you to get off your phone and then get on your thou Chromebooks.
What does that even mean?
I wish sometimes I could buy my phone.
Sheesh! Casey? Shakespeare? A rose by any other name could still teach theater.
Either way, he doth bestride our narrow halls like a colossus.
Stay safe, County.
And see you later, County.
Thank you for tuning in to this never knavish episode of the Colonel Cast.
We hope to see you as soon as possible with what's going on in your world.
Please be sure to follow at Colonel Cast on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. We'd love to hear your feedback and ideas on what we should talk about or investigate.
Until next time, stay safe, County.
This is the Colonel Cast, signing out.
Let's find out. Roll the footage. And then dance break. Could this man actually be immortal?
Yes, he could be.
And Shakespeare?
Yes, he could be.
That is some baller moves right there. Thank you for tuning in to Cryptid Cast. Stay safe and see you later, County. That's it. That's the perfect one right there.
Oh my god.
Okay.
It's right there.
But like, how do we, like, Falcon and Winter Soldier? That's new. That's what's new.
Okay.
It's called being out, yeah, improv. It's called improv.
Improv's not my forte.
Improv is not my forte.
Are we going?
Yep.
Sheesh! Take a look at them apples.
Hey, we're literally.
Are you recording? Yeah.
I just said that.
It's a mating call. They always respond when you do it.
We have to respond.
Sheesh! Casey? Shakespeare? A rose by any other name could still be a teach theater.
I wrote it out for you, Rachel.
I know, I'm sorry.